YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back on Total War Rome 2. And I'm sitting here with Octavian just outside of Syracuse, ready to get some oh-so-sweet revenge on Pompey's forces for coming after me. I do have my spy here, but they haven't really leveled up at all, so I'm not going to risk getting them wounded. I am going to go ahead and siege Syracuse and take it back from his forces, which recovered quite a few of their men on that last turn. Not really sure how that's possible. Part of me is thinking about sieging them out some, but I don't think they take attrition because it's a port and I don't have them blockaded. So we'd probably be better off just to assault, and we're not going to need the extra ladders now that I know the layout of this city. They have quite a few legions. But then again, so do I. So we should be good. They've got 3 legion units, one of them which is they must have just recruited. And that might be why they recovered some more of their men, because they just finished recruiting them. Looks like the gates are still blown out. So I might be able to use that to my advantage. Let's see, let's start the deployment. Take a look at things. I'm going to go ahead and still keep my ladders. Got my velites. And then let's take these legions here.
Ready and waiting. Ready for orders.
And Tarantine Cav. Alright, let's just kind of see how the enemy's deployed here. We can definitely go in through the gate, but they have a bunch of troops up on the walls that I want to let my velites trade fire with.
For your good efforts here shall be rewarded with loot, slaves, and wine. Right, look to your arms.
Octavian is promising the men loot, slaves, and wine. I don't really know what else is important in life, so I'm going to take these Thurio spears and let them throw their ammo up at these troops as well. Try and draw as much fire as I can with these troops, so that my legions can go in with less opposition. And then my plan is I'll put some guys on the wall, try and bring some out over here, if it makes sense, and then also try and take some through the gate. I think the rest of the enemy forces are probably defending the town center, so they may not even really try to stop me from getting through the damaged gate. But it looks like all my screening troops are going to be in position now.
Swift riders at your command.
If I don't see any troops inside the gate, I might go ahead and start rushing Cav in. I'm going to keep Octavian at a safe distance. Okay, yeah. My Thurio spears are here. My velites are in range. I'm going to move up my velites just a little. Good. Thurio spears are chucking their javelins, just trying to do all the damage I can do, basically, with my units. And yeah, there are some troops back here, but they're kind of bunched up, trying to get up on the wall, so I think I'm going to go ahead and try and make a break for it. All my javelin fire has certainly helped kind of pave the way here. Won't get a ton of kills comparatively speaking because their guys are kind of protected when they're on the walls, and I'm getting pillow launched at me right here, which is not good, but not much I can do about it either. I've got my, like I said, I've got my javelins putting some screening fire up. That'll be about the best I can do. And
the men are wavering.
It looks like 2 of my legions are going to get caught up a little bit. We got a couple of them through before the enemy managed to reposition.
Yes, Commander. Engage.
All right.
Our men flee the field of battle.
So I've got these legionnaires kind of wrapped up, and then their velites are a little bit caught up in combat with me at the moment too, which is good. So I should be able to chew through the enemy legionnaires at the gate.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
What do they got? They got some of their reinforcing troops back here. I'm now on the walls as well. So let's pull our velites back. And let's bring our Thurio spears through here as well. Enemy legion is getting cut down, but my men are losing some morale here. And I'm losing a bunch of men even though I've got them outflanked. But again, that's a product of the difficulty level, unfortunately. I'm going to see if I can kind of like squeeze my legionnaires through over here and let my Thurio spears kind of fill the front. And then try and do more outflanking. Perfect. I'm going to pull these guys around and just completely surround the enemy. Go over here and capture this gate point, or that tower. Alright. There is a few reinforcing troops, which would be the city garrison making its way towards me, so I'm going to head them off. I'm going to try and cut through these velites and levies here and get to the back of these troops. They've got these freaking levies over here chucking javelins into my men. That's annoying because there's very little I can do about it at the moment. Well, actually there is something I can do about it. I'm going to come chase them down. There we go. So I'll still capture that tower. Yeah. I think the Pompeian troops are going to be in a lot of trouble now, because I've got them wrapped up over here at the gatehouse, and I'm going to be able to force these levies out of position. Okay. And I've got these units here held up together. They're far fewer men than mine, but they're still taking their toll.
We have captured a tower.
I told myself I wouldn't whine about the difficulty setting, so I'm trying not to do that right now, even though it's certainly displeasing me. And I know there's some of you that keep saying, if you don't like it, don't play it. I know I can choose not to play it. It creates a challenge for me because I normally don't play the campaign on this. Is it my favorite? No, it's not. You all know that. But sometimes it's fun just to take a different challenge. So that's why I'm doing it. It'll be alright. Seriously though, about makes me wonder whether those guys are going to win. They won't win if I come smash them in the back. So I'll just try and use maneuvering to my favor. This is honestly pretty redonkulous. And these legions up here are getting beat down. I'm doing better on the wall for some reason. Let's take the Tarentine Cav off fire at will. And let's see if I can get this mercenary Campanian Cav into the city. I want to come try and do some damage with it. Okay, these guys are definitely starting to get wrapped up here. I think... yeah, these guys are going to like straight up win this fight. I outnumbered them like 2-1 at least, maybe 4-1, and they're going to win it.
Turning in our favor.
Not if I take mercenary Campanian Cav behind them.
Riders advance! Riders at the double! Advance at speed!
I'm going to use the flying wedge to try and sneak behind these guys here.
Quickly now!
There we go.
Orders understood!
Yeah, let's see if they survive this. Some brutal mercenary Campanian heavy cav charge in the rear. I don't think your very hard difficulty is going to bail you out of that, chumps. Alright. Only one of them routed, though, so far. The other one's still standing its ground. These guys over here are finally starting to lose their morale. We can probably use... Gaius. Really? Octavian doesn't have any abilities except for second wind. We're going to have to change that. Oh, look, we got some mercenary Italian cav trying to come take care of me. There should still be a general's bodyguard, yeah. There's a legatus here. As soon as I finish knocking out those Italian cav, we'll deal with the enemy legatus. Or legatus. However it's pronounced properly. I'm going to bring in these Tarentine cav as well. And come over here and take away that archer tower. There's some spearmen there. I'll throw a few javelins at them. Just some vigiles, nothing very powerful. These units up here are insane.
Ready and waiting. Legionaries.
I'm going to take my guys out of formation attack, actually, so that hopefully they can wrap up a little. There we go. Probably should have done that the whole time.
Infantry at your command.
Alright,
Tarentine
so my
cavalry.
Tarentine Cavs over here mixed up with a little bit of mercenary Italian Cav. Their Vigiles managed to stop my mercenary Campanian Cav here. I would be surprised if they could win this fight, but I'm kind of curious to see just how screwed up the difficulty level is. Apparently not too terribly screwed up, because the Campanian Cav are laying waste to these light spearmen like they should be.
Tarentine cavalry.
And then those mobs are over here.
Italian noble cavalry.
We have captured the gates!
Okay, there we go.
Riders at the double.
The gatehouse will probably end up killing more of my men than
Legionaries.
anything else. So I can now bring my legionary cav up as well. There are actually more enemies left on the town square than I expected. And quite a few spears.
Italian noble
I was kind of thinking to bring my cav up to finish everything off, but I don't think that's going to be the best plan. Let's get my least damage legions and bring them up. And I'll bring up a couple in reserve. And then the mercenary Thurio spears, I don't really care whether they live or die, so I'm going to bring them up as well.
Men of Italia.
Alright. And I don't really care if I capture this gatehouse. Really just, as long as it's not shooting into my back, I'm perfectly okay with that.
Jupiter.
And it looks like I managed not to lose any of my Velite units, which is actually kind of surprising. Alright, I'm going to fast forward while I move my men up. My men might be really tired. I probably should have let them rest before I did this. I can probably let my mercenary Thurio spears start this fight off.
Quick march!
In fact, let's just bring all the legions around another way and let the Thurio spears distract these guys from one direction. And then I'll try and finish them from another with the legions. Okay. Alright, I'm kind of splitting up, as you can see, trying to get my spearmen to get some of their attention here. That way I've got a better chance of breaking through elsewhere. Alright, Publius Lavinus, or Lavinus. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his name, I'm probably saying it wrong, but that's the general there. We're gonna kill him.
Tarentine cavalry. Legionaries.
Got my legionaries ready.
At speed. Legionaries. Advance at speed.
I'm gonna see if my guys can get some javelins off on these Vigiles. My Thurio spears are getting beat up a little, but that's fine because they're mercenary units and I'm gonna want to disband them.
Advance at speed.
And I'm gonna have the enemy completely surrounded. My legionnaires are unloading their pilum here, or the legionaries, as most of you really prefer for me to call them.
Melee infantry at your legionaries.
Okay,
Melee troops. Legionaries.
I'm actually coming under some tower fire from right there. Didn't realize that. Looks like all of them are firing at this unit. I'll put them into an attacking testudo and come over here and then just continue with this one. Don't know how much attacking testudo helps you from the towers though, because they tend to be pretty strong.
Double ties. Or engage. Commander. At speed. For glory. Legionaries.
Yeah, all the AI is bunched up back here,
By your command. Brave Romans to a man.
and I'm about to pin them.
Quick march.
Trying to spread my legionaries out some and get them in a wide formation where they'll do better for outflanking, and then I've got them out of formation attack as well.
Legionaries. To advance.
It's taken a long time to wrap up these Vigiles, unfortunately, because I can't get around them. But right here, we'll end up making the difference. I'm gonna actually let these guys unload some pilum into the back of these guys. That's gonna be bad. Point blank pilum. Wow, yowzas! I It probably takes a second for the reload to work too. These guys aren't going to have super fast reload like Peltist. So I'll be patient here and let them unload a couple of barrages. It'll be faster than just going straight into melee. It looks like they might be targeting the enemy general. And sure enough, you can see the damage that that did.
Our men flee the field of battle.
And I'm going to go after the enemy Legatus at this point. Let's go into Legionary Cam. Watch these guys fighting the enemy bodyguard. Looks like my Legionnaires back there succeeded in defeating the Spearmen. Graphics on this game are really beautiful.
Our general is under attack.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, they sent a Legion unit after Octavian while I wasn't paying attention. Very sneaky of them. But I've got my own present for those Legions who thought that they could just go kill Octavian while I wasn't watching. And they would have succeeded too if it weren't for my announcer guy there.
Our enemy have lost a victory point.
This is all they have left is this unit of Legionaries. And they're about to get charged by Mercenary Campanian Cav. Enjoy that, because it's not going to be pleasant. But compliments of air, these guys aren't cheap, so I spare no expense when it comes to murdering my enemies. I find that to be a very important stance to take. I might keep that Mercenary Campanian Cav. Very expensive, but I have plenty of money for now, so yeah, I may very well just keep it. Roman Cav's not very good, may not hurt to have a really good unit of it. So the Pompeian forces massively defeated at Syracuse, so Octavian's once again going to reassume command. And this time we have a muster field here, so I can go ahead and recruit legionnaires if needed. But I'm going to open up this manipular barracks as well. And I'm going to put my veteran back in this army to let him do some training.
Stand to, men. We hunger for battle.
And you all mentioned to me that there's 2 barracks here. I don't remember building this. If I did, it was a mistake. It may have started that way. I'm not really sure what the case was. I don't really need a temple or anything here. The public order's fine for the moment. I might see if I can build a library here. Start speed up some of our research rates. Let's check out some of our other provinces. Looks like it's still waffling a little bit on public order here, but it's probably just because it's winter. We could go ahead and spend some more money upgrading these, though. You get a little more public order from going to level 3. But let's see what the most important place to spend our money is for the moment. Looks like Bertigala still got some public order issues. So I'm going to use a little bit of my food and upgrade this Temple of Jupiter. It's going to take 5 turns and quite a bit of money. But Bract is still getting upgrades. The rest of this should kind of balance out as soon as winter's over. And let's see, we can drop a new farm in at Genua. It'll help me have more money to upgrade some of these buildings. Or more money, more food to upgrade some of these buildings. And I'm also considering raising another force here on Sicily, just so it'll make it easier for me to wrap this island up, and then that way Octavian's always got some reinforcements as well. So let's see, we could get... all of these guys are Octavian dynasty. This guy is the least senators, which means he's probably not the best, but he does add public order for every turn, so that's cool. Take him. I'm going to actually just put him in a Legatus unit. I know the veteran legionnaires are better, but it seems like I get my general... oh, I accidentally did that back here at Cosentia. Whoops. Oh well, it's fine. I can recruit good units here. You got first cohorts as well. So let's just start off by getting a few units started in that army. And even though I'm going to spend some money, I should make it up by taking over this province here in Sicily. Should be good. Unlock some authority here. And I'm going to go for engineering experts here with Octavian, because he's probably going to be doing plenty of sieges throughout this campaign. Let's end the turn. Looks like I'm 4 turns away from getting a little public order bonus due to the research as well. In all, I think I can get 5 public order bonus. And it looks like Pompeian forces are...
we can agree
so the
here,
Cantabri...
if the spirits wish it, to proper treaties between our people.
Oh man, I want to sign this, but they're at war with Lepidus, which means it may kick off a war against them. Let's see what happens. I haven't had the other Roman factions declare war on me yet, which seems fortunate because I'm quite certain that they have no kind feelings towards me, which is why I want to get down here and wrap up the Pompeian forces as quickly as possible. Let's see. I'm trying to think what kind of building. Let's just go ahead with the public forum here.
We hunger for
And let's take our spy and go scout ahead and see what we're up against. No more Pompeian forces on the island, actually, right now. And we've got a few troops here. So I think what I may do
At your command.
is... what kind of... You're going to get one veteran legionnaire, a couple of levies.
Ready
Nothing
for
that I
battle.
shouldn't be able to handle pretty easily. I'm going to ditch these two Thurio spears because I should have done that on the last turn. That just ended up costing me money for no good reason. And I can just get 2 new ones. Hire these guys. And yeah, I know I'm spending quite a bit of money on the mercenaries at the moment, but hey, it's kind of fun.
Settlement.
Adds a little bit of variety to my troops. I'm going to actually fight this just to make sure I don't lose any of my units. I'm going to get in here and destroy this garrison army and take, what is this, Agrigentum? Agrigentum, I guess. Agrigentum. Something like that. I'm going to get in here and take it, and then on the next turn we can take their other last city on this, on the island of Sicily. I hate this city type. It's actually pretty dang defensible. It's kind of annoying. I'll bring these guys in from over here, and then I'm going to put my Thurio spears in the center, hopefully to distract some enemy attention there. I'll give them a couple of velites for support. Put the rest over here. And let's send my legionary cav with these forces, and then I'll send my mercenary cav with these forces over here. And we'll just put Octavian over here. Definitely want to keep him safe.
Proud Romans.
He probably is... he probably can't get actually
Enemy
killed,
reinforcements approaching.
but I don't want to find out the hard way. There's some enemy ships coming ashore over here.
Proud soldiers.
Orders. Quickly now.
Gonna need to keep an eye on my mini-map to make sure I'm not getting outflanked somewhere.
Orders understood.
Okay,
Tarentine cavalry.
Tarentine cav is
Speed.
quicker than my mercenary Campanian cav, but it's not super fast cav because it is 60 armor. Let's see what it says here. Medium missile cav, yeah. So light missile cav would be a little bit faster, but it's still going to be pretty quick cav considering its armor level. I don't know what they're bringing in back here, but we're going to attack it. Oh, it's an onager ship. We're going to have to watch out for that.
Tarentine cavalry.
Italian noble cavalry.
Tarentine cavalry.
Yeah, I'm not going to let them get away with that.
Italian nobles.
So
Tarentine cavalry.
chase down these other levies while I follow up here.
Tarentine
Take those guys
cavalry.
off fire at will and skirmish for the moment. We're going to have to be careful because this onager ship can get in range. Whoa, holy crap. Ballista, onager. Yeah, we're going to want to just back off and let those guys land without being able to shoot my men. So I'm going to pull back and go ahead and let those guys land, and I'll keep assaulting
Missiles
the city center from this direction for now.
melee cavalry.
But I want to keep my men away from the enemy ballista and onager ships because AI probably won't be suffering from any accuracy debuffs.
At the double. Orders.
If anything, they'll be extremely accurate. So yeah, there we go. We'll stay well ahead of that ballista ship and just let those guys come in and land.
Legionary cavalry.
I'll see if I can hide all my guys in the woods so that they won't have a target to fire at. They may get to fire some shots at my legions though because they're coming in pretty quick. Okay.
Men of Italia. Riders at the double.
At speed. At the double!
Bring up some velites,
Legionaries!
and we'll take these guys
March! At the double!
all the way around the back.
Spear infantry, ready!
I'm going to try and get some javelin volleys here. There's a veteran legionnaire coming up after my velites, so I'll just let them skirmish out.
Legionaries!
And we'll try and lure it back where I can surround it.
At the double!
Ready.
Ready! Double time!
Yep, these guys are going to sit here and fire because they can see my troops. Let's just make sure Octavian's out of range.
Quickly now!
Everything else is expendable, probably. Okay,
As you command! Advance!
we've lured the veteran legionnaire out here, and now it's going to get hit with Pelum from 2 directions. This is not what they want to happen. It's still going to be an extraordinarily tough unit to beat,
Engage!
but it doesn't mean that I can't let these Roman troops here throw all the remaining javelins.
At speed!
And best yet, let's hit these guys in the back with their Campanian cav as well.
Velites!
It looks like my Thurio spears breaking through here.
Engage!
Perfect. Yeah, had to charge through the back of my own men, but this will let me get a legionnaire unit and a mercenary Campanian cav into the back of that veteran legionnaire, which ought to put them down pretty handily, because they're now completely outflanked.
Legatus!
Oh, Octavian actually has some abilities now, so let's come use them. Let's see. They just put some veteran legionnaires ashore. That's not particularly what I wanted, and I have no more javelins left with these guys. Take them off fire at will. Let's just see if we can lure the incoming veteran legionnaires into another trap. First of all, I'm going to chase down those plebs.
At speed!
Okay. Yeah, these boats are going to sit here and just try and unload their ammunition. It's only a capture point, too. It's not a victory point, so feasibly they could sit here and actually unload all their ammunition if they want to.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
They're firing at my veteran, or mercenary Thurio spears, though, so that's actually pretty acceptable.
For glory!
I'm going to use my Thurio spears to tie down those veteran legionnaires so that my own legions can take side swipes at them with the javelins.
Advance at speed!
Alright, man. Don't have the best angle here. I should have let these guys come in a little further, but
The men are wavering.
there we are, getting my javelins off on him here, and that's just a mercenary unit, so if it dies, so be it.
Withdraw! Advance at
In fact, I'm going to use another mercenary unit to see if I can pin them down further.
Legionaries! At speed!
Just let these guys unload all their javelins here, and then I'll have a legion to fix them from a front and a mercenary cav to get them from behind. So yeah, try and use missiles to my advantage here. Ouch! Flanking javelin shots that's gonna be ugly. Now it's time to kind of close the sandwich here. I'll leave one legion in formation attack and kind of fix them from the front. And then I'll set up a good rear charge. I want to get my guys with some speed, maximize their charge. Got some velites that came ashore here. Wow, they killed a whole bunch of my Campanian cav,
One of our units has used all its
unless the
ammunition.
artillery's been getting me, which is possible. I hear artillery shots landing all over the place. That veteran legionnaire ought to eat it from that rear charge. they're firing at this unit here, so I'm going to spread it out real thin, and
Our
their
men
ships are starting to
flee the
waver
field
due
of
to
battle.
army losses.
This is a shameful
So,
display.
yep, they caused me more losses than I would have liked. Probably would have been better to auto-resolve that, but I figured it'd be fun to play. And no, their ships are still very much alive. Well, I'll just bring my Velites over and see if I can throw flaming javelins at these guys or something. I'm gonna take care of that real quick, because they're gonna have quite a lot of ammo, and probably wouldn't hurt me to just take all these troops and move out of range. Alright, got some of my javelins down here. Sure enough, routed those two. There we go. Alright. So that is going to be a victory and another settlement to come under my control. Those Campanian cavalry are already up to silver chevrons. That's awesome. Definitely a unit that I want to keep at this point. You know what might be fun is to see if we can train some gladiators in this campaign. Get them chevroned up to where they have insane attack. So, have to check out what units are available to me. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Made some progress there, so I think we've asserted ourselves in Sicily. We've taken two of the settlements, so this one's going to give me a ton of food. That's fantastic. And then we can also build this building to make my men retrain faster. And then I think I'll put in a military wharf, so I can kind of make this a naval base. So all we have left to do is to take Panormus. And I think I'm going to go ahead and actually just end one more turn
Ready for orders.
and take Panormus while I'm on here. So Octavian authority or warrior? Let's give him a warrior. And then open militancy. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let's get these guys. I want to force march to Syracuse. Alright.
Hunger for battle.
And there's going to be some public order issues here while I'm continuing to finish off the whole province, but it'll all be under my control, and that'll help stabilize it. And then we just need to focus on Corsica and Sardinia, which is the only stronghold that the Pompeian troops have left. And then at that point, we'll have to kind of decide what to do next. We'll see if we've been attacked by either Lepidus or Antony's Rome.
It is the nature of warriors to cut to the heart of anything.
They're at war
Consider
with
this
an
proposal
undiscovered faction and
carefully.
want to go through my lands. I don't really know that that's necessary, so no. Alright, subject gains notoriety. Let's take care of that just real quick. Your general is seeking permission to sail down the Cloaca Maxima. He feels the spectacle will provide a distraction with the people and display this impressive piece of Roman architecture. -3 gravitas per turn. It may prove costly, but the people enjoy the spectacle. What is this madness? The idea alone is laughable when you consider the costs. Send this fool away. Something tells me that Rome would like extravagance. I'll give it a try.
At your command.
Alright. Once again, let's ditch these two guys. And just hire one of these. And I'm going to hire one of these hoplites as well. I'm going to just disband them both. Probably as well as that Tarentine Cav as soon as we take Panormus here. Let's do the balanced one. Good. Didn't lose any units.
Commander.
There was actually a pretty decent garrison force there. I think at this point, I'm going to go ahead and set up an auxiliary camp and see what it gives us, and if I need to, I can tear it down if it's nothing worthwhile. And then, again, I know you'll all hate me for that, but I want the extra farms. So you're going to just have to hate. The food's going to help me upgrade. Farming settlement, civil settlement will be good. Alright, so we've got Sicily firmly under our control at this point. So that's all I'm going to have time for this episode. HeirofCarthage signing off for now.